Hello and welcome to today's stream, everyone. Just getting ready for the stream today. Sit back and relax though. So g'day, hello and welcome to the second part to episode number 9 here on for ASJE Aviation HQ Live, my live stream series here on YouTube. In the stream I'm going to be laying out all of the models that was chosen in the first part of the episode. If you haven't gone ahead and checked out that episode, there will be a card in the top right corner right about now. That of course is when after this live stream has gone public. So sit back, relax, let me know where you're watching from, etc. Because I do like answering all of your questions. Hello, welcome. Jermaine Campbell, welcome. You're the fella from the Shetland Islands, aren't you, in the UK? If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, so that's what I'll be doing today, laying out all of the aircraft that was chosen in the first part, and then of course answering any of your questions with when you if you want to ask anything, drop a comment in the chat there, and I will be answering your questions as we go along. So yeah, hopefully you are enjoying what you were seeing so far. Just going to give a few more moments for people to join, and then we'll get underway for this stream. Yeah, so if you would like to go ahead and throw a thumbs up on below, of course, and of course go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn that bell icon to be notified for videos going live on the channel. I do have an array of content coming out very soon, and of course being more unboxings. I've got three models on one model on the way that I know of. And I have purchased quite a few of them in the recent times, so no doubt they will be arriving soon. Unboxings galore on this channel, and of course model reviews of the two model aircraft that arrived in recent times. They of course being the China Southern 787-9 and the 787th decaling, and of course that United Airlines Boeing 767-400ER by Panda Models. Absolutely gorgeous model. We'll be doing a model review of that for sure. So stick around for that. And what's today? Today is the 11th here in New Zealand. So in 2 days' time, there will be another video going live on the channel. It'll be an infinite flight video. I just need to do the end screen and the cards and everything, and then I'll be able to put it out. And then after that will be a model review. I just need to film one for you guys. Most likely one of the new arrivals that I've recently had arrive in recent times, so that will be coming out very soon. And of course, I do need to do the model review of that C5 EMX Super Galaxy by Gemini 200. Let me know, guys. Would you like me to do recap videos regarding like model reviews? Um, sorry, not model reviews. Model releases. Like at the end of a month, for example, this month being May. Um, do you guys want me to um, like recap all of the releases that have been in the month, like going through the JC Wings release, the NG models release, Phoenix models, Aviation 400 that release was pretty good. Um, like go through the full list of the releases and kind of rank them. I don't know how to do that tier list type thing that people seem to be able to do. Um, but I could look into it. That would be quite cool to do. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. Um, what you think about that idea. Um, and yeah, go ahead and share the link to the stream um, below. That would be pretty cool. If you guys could do that for me, that would be helpful indeed. Sweet. Yeah, so you're the guy from the Shetland Islands. There's a different time zone in New Zealand. Yeah, you're like, I think you're like 12 to 13 hours behind me. So it's currently 3:15 here, so I'm guessing it's like 4:15 in the morning. If it is, mate, you're up late. You are up late, my guy. So yeah, going to start going through the aircraft that I'll be laying out today. It's a different focal point, and as you can see, the airport is totally empty, opposed to what it was like in the first part. Of course, we're over here. We had the box and the laptop that was there. Could you do a Christmas special um, where you show all the aircraft you unboxed in the year? Bang on with the time. Yeah, I could possibly do that. That would probably be an idea. A Christmas special unboxing showing the aircraft that I unboxed in the year. Yeah, I could possibly do that. That would actually be quite cool. Um, I'd have to see how many models I end up getting, because so far, if I look in my collection list, I have acquired um so far I've acquired 18 models. After the lot that I've bought, so recent times, there'll be 28. Um, so yeah, I think that would be quite a good idea. Of course, there are other model releases coming out very soon. Gemini Jets has started to upload the pictures for their April release, which was pretty decent. Go ahead and check them out on their website or on their Instagram or on their Facebook page if you whatever you want to do. But the photos are currently being uploaded on their social channels, which of course will lead to the release of the May release, which would be quite cool. But yeah, for those who don't know, I got my airport mat from Aircraft Model Store over in the UK. Made by it's like a glossy paper. If you would like to go ahead and check out the full unboxing of this airport mat, it also arrived with 6 model aircraft. The live stream, I believe, was on Instagram. Yeah, The links to my social channels are in the description below, so go ahead and check them out if you wish to. Yeah, a glossy paper. It's big enough for 1 to 400 scale and 1 to 500 scale. Obviously too small for 200 scale, but I mean it does the job. I mean, in terms of my airport operations, there are 14 gates overall, 4 linking taxiways. So in the top over here, we've got Alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are mainly for the wire bodies. Over here in the top left, we've got Charlie 1, 2, and 3. Charlie 2 rarely gets used. And in the middle of the shot here, we have the Bravo concourse. It is mainly for the narrow bodies, so short haul operations and domestic operations. Bravo 1, 2, oops, sorry for the focusing there. Bravo 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bravo 1 that I was alluding to on the far right there, that is mainly for ATR aircraft or Fokker 100. It's not big enough for the likes of an A320, 737, 800, or an A321. But of course, the 737 300 can fit there. It's small enough to fit there. And of course, over here, bottom right corner, just over here, there is Delta 1 or Mike 1. Is Delta 1 when there is when it's acquired by a passenger aircraft. If it's acquired by a military aircraft, that the likes of my RNZAF, Royal New Zealand Air Force 757, or my Royal Australian Air Force P8 Poseidon, they're the only 2 aircraft that can really fit there. Then it will be Mike 1 because the first letter in military is literally M, and of course in the phonetic alphabet M is known as Mike, so that's the reason why. For postage, it is cheaper to have a big order, or is are you talking about the airport mat? Because if you're talking about the airport mat, then I'm pretty sure it would be cheap for you because it would technically be a domestic postage, wouldn't it? Um, I just had them all arrive with the 6 model aircraft because I had purchased them leading up to it. So that's mainly the reason why it arrived with the models. So yeah, enough of the rambling on. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the aircraft out onto the airport in their located gates. So let me get this container out here. So the first one I'm going to put out is I'm going to start putting the narrow body aircraft out first, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first one I'm going to be putting out in today's stream is this one here, the Air New Zealand ATR 72 600. Just going to go ahead and zoom in on the gate that it will be going in. So just there. So this is in the All Blacks livery. When it was painted in this livery, of course it's no longer in this style of the livery. Now in what's known as the Black Fern livery. This model is quite a nice one. It has featured in a few airport updates that I've done. Not too bad, not too bad. So this will be sitting just here. I might have to move the camera. because it won't feature a yeah, we'll move the camera just a bit. Apologies for the shakiness there, guys. Just going to focus on it, or at least do my best to. Right, just needing to make sure that the model is in the right position. Looking good, looking good. The aircraft is not yet straight. There we go, I think it is. So that will be that one. This being the All Blacks livery. Or the old crazy, I think it's crazy about rugby livery, I'm not too sure. But this is the first edition of it. And the only edition of the All Blacks livery, because they're now no longer known as All Blacks liveries. So that one's out in the open. That aircraft will be doing, I'm not too sure about the service, but I will be writing down the aircraft's services later on in the weeks, or maybe next week or so. So then I can do the video for you guys. Welcome to everyone who is joining so far. Let me know where you're watching from. Go ahead and give this live stream a thumbs up, as of course that would be an indicator of how much you're enjoying the live stream. The next one I just unboxed will be doing this one here, the Air New Zealand ATR 72-500. This is in the Pacific Wave livery. This aircraft will be sitting in Alpha 3 today, so just moving the camera along for you guys. Sorry for the wee bumperoos. I do need to start investing in better cameras, etc. I am filming off my phone, so my bad there. So this will be sitting at Alpha 3, the first ever time that an ATR has sat at Alpha 3. Usually they would sit at, Alpha 1, but today this one is sitting at Alpha 3. Since it's a small aircraft, I guess it would just fit in the second one. The second parking position. Like that. It's going to be very interesting to see what one of the larger narrow bodies looks like next to it. Welcome, Sky Star 767 from the United States, watching from New York City. Very nice indeed. Welcome, welcome. Must be pretty late for you where you are too. Radio. The next one we'll be doing is also the Bravo concourse. So let me just zoom out a bit and just give you a full display of the Bravo concourse. The next one we'll be doing is, of course, the Air New Zealand Airbus A321neo. This is by Phoenix Models. This is November Bravo. Very cool indeed. This will be doing I believe it's a flight to Apia, I think, in Samoa. And this will be sitting at Alpha 2, so in between the two ATRs there. Very nice indeed. If you would like to go and check out my Patreon page, where you could support me financially in terms of upgrading my content, for the likes of collecting my models as well, helping me out with a new setup that I'm trying to save up for, and of course the likelihood of an expanded airport. Go ahead and check it out in the description below. I know I've been a little bit lazy in terms of updating that, but I am getting there. So here is the model, Phoenix model release. Right, so this will be interesting to see what the A321 looks like. Okay, this might just have to move this back because of the wingspan of the 321 Neo. Very cool. Apologies for getting right up close to the camera there. Didn't really have much of a choice. So looking good so far. Radio. Next, we're going to be doing one of the aircraft at the end of the Bravo concourse. Apologies, I've just seen that there's my headphones, the wire to my headphones are going into the shot of the camera, so my apologies there. So the next one we'll be putting onto the airport will be the Singapore Airlines 737 MAX 8. This is by JC Wings, of course, released in the orange box. Very nice. Here is the aircraft in the cradle. Haven't had this aircraft out for a while. What I do like about the releases in the orange boxes is that they came with these placard things. I did actually quite like these before they stopped doing them. I think something like this would be pretty cool if the likes of Gemini Jets, NG Models, Aviation 400 started to do these little placard things, as of course it would be a collector's item, you know. So it would be pretty nice to see if they did that. But I think it is rather rare for them to do that. So there's the model. Let's get the model out in the open. So here it is, the Singapore Airlines 737 MAX 8 by JC Wings. Be putting it right there, because that is Bravo 5. Let me just have a wee look and see if it is straight. It's not. Pretty dandy indeed. So going to put that away. If you are enjoying what you're seeing in today's stream so far, go ahead and drop a thumbs up. And of course, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, dim that bell icon to be notified for when videos go live onto this channel. The next aircraft that I will be putting out onto the airport will be the first NG aircraft, NG models. That of course is the Jetstar Airbus A321neo. This is Oscar Foxtrot Echo. Very cool indeed. This aircraft will be going in the middle of the ATR at the 737. So that would be quite nice to see. Of course, this model did come along with the CRP card things. Let me know how many you guys have of them, and what you got from the recent CRP exchange mall. I got 2 model aircraft from the recent one. I've got the Air France 777 in the SkyTeam livery, and I also got the what's it called? I got the Air India 777-200LR in the regular livery. So that will be sitting just there. Let me just do this for you guys. Very nice. So there is the Bravo concourse all settled up. So all set up, I should say. Very nice indeed. So just going to get this out of the way, and then we will go to the Y body gates. Very cool. Of course, this live stream, of course, is leading up to the third installment of my random ops airport update series. So that will be pretty cool indeed. So I just need to reposition the camera for you guys, so then you guys can see the laying out of the Alpha concourse. So do sit tight. Just moving everything around for you guys. Might have to change tripods as well, just to give you a better angle. So I will just do that for you guys. So there is going to be a bit of a shake up here. So just going to give you some up close images of the Bravo concourse so far. Looking pretty nice. Let me see if I can do this professionally. I didn't quite think of this before going on to do the stream, so my apologies for any of the unprofessionalism you see in the stream, guys. Right. Just changing my tripod, guys, so do apologize for this. Jeez, how long does it take to unscrew? There we go. Almost there, guys. My apologies for this. There we go. Should be all set. Alright. There we go. So I don't need this one anymore. Let's get this out of the road. Very cool. That's that done. Rightio, let's get the alpha stands all set up for you guys. So let me just get the camera back over to the back there. So I'm going to start off with Alpha 1 first. I probably should have done the Alpha gates first, to be honest. Right, so Alpha 1 is sitting just here. Yeah, I probably should have done the Alpha gates first. Yeah, so I'll just take off the Bravo stands just for now, and then I'll put them out at the end, just so nothing gets damaged while I'm putting out the wide bodies. Radio. So starting off with Alpha 1, the aircraft that was chosen for that gate was, of course, the Philippine Airlines A350. So let's put this out. This aircraft doing a service from Manila in the airport update. And here it is, looking pretty nice. Just going to have a wee look and see if the aircraft is sitting straight. Now it is. That's good. Radio. Moving across to Alpha 2 in today's live stream. Just there. The aircraft that was chosen for this was, I believe, it was the China Airlines 787, which I don't have ready, so let me get it for you guys. Rightio, here it is. So let me go back over here. China Airlines 787-9 doing a service from Shanghai in the airport update. Just get that out of the way. So here she is, looking pretty indeed. There we go. I will put out the GSC soon, guys. Just going to put out the aircraft first. Moving down to Alpha 3. The aircraft sitting in this gate was, of course, the Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000 released by NG Models. This one here looking fantastic. Must say I am quite a fan of the 350-1000. This one, of course, also rides with one of them NG cards. Just getting the model out of the cradle for you guys. And here it is. You can see there the sheer size comparison between the 350-1000 and the 787. You can also see the size difference between the 350-1000 and the 900, just there at the top of the screen. Very cool indeed, for sure. So let's get that out of the way. Radio Alpha 4 sitting just here. In this gate will be the King of the Skies, of course, known as the Airbus A380, the Singapore Airlines Airbus A380, giving you a full shot of the box there. So let's get this model out. So I'm not too terribly sure about when the review, the airport update itself will be done. Probably this week I have, or the next week I should say, because today is Saturday and it's the weekend, so probably next week. I do still need to film my my Q&A video celebrating 1,000 subscribers. If you want to come along and join me on this journey of mine, go ahead and subscribe below. So here is this stunning model, looking rather impressive indeed. So she will sit just here. Apart from the 787, everything else has been Airbus aircraft. So that's the view so far. Not too bad. And then sitting at this gate here, one of my favourite gates in terms of taking photos of my aircraft. This is Alpha 5. And sitting there in the airport update will be this Etihad Airways 787-9, sorry, 787-10, wearing the Greenliner livery. Very nice. An absolutely gorgeous model. Of course, I will have to move some of the aircraft depending on if they're arriving, if they're departing, if not, and whatnot, So if there is any inaugural flights, I'll be able to use my new fire trucks that I recently unboxed on the channel. I think that was alongside the China Eastern Airbus A350 by Aviation 400. There will be a card on the top right corner, of course, after the publication of this video. Here is this absolutely fantastic looking model. As you can see, the Greenliner livery looks fantastic. Placing her at Alpha 5, of course I consider the Dreamliner as the princess of the skies. The A350 is known as the prince of the skies. Of course the 747 is the queen of the skies. A380 the king of the skies. There is the Alpha gates all set up for you guys, looking fantastic indeed. Rightio, let me just place the Bravo gates back again. So of course, Bravo 1 had the ATR on the second parking position. Just make sure that it's straight. It is. Bravo 2 had the 321 Neo. Of course, in this case, due to, I will show you what I mean at a closer angle. Just going to fix that. So, in terms of logistics wise, the ATR will move first. It'll come in and go out. The turnaround for an ATR, I believe it's like 45 minutes or maybe an hour and a half or something. I'm not too particularly sure about that. But due to the wind clearance, and due to this aircraft being an international service, the ATR will come in and turn around and go out again. And this one will still be on the ground. So that's pretty much why they're close together there. Radio. Bravo 3 had the other ATR, the ATR 72-500, in the Pacific Wave livery, also by JC Wings. Looking forward to having the other ATR that I have out at some point. Hopefully JC Wings goes ahead and releases some Q300s. That would be quite cool, because No one in the scale of 400 scale has released a Q300. So there's been a Q100, Q200, and Q400, but we've never seen a single 300. So I definitely need to see some. I mean, they've released them in 200 scale. Why can't they release them in 400 scale? You know. What do you call the A330? If you call the Dreamliner Princess of the Sky, I'm not too sure about the 330 to be honest. I don't know. I haven't really thought of the 330 as an aircraft that I could give a name to. Not sure. I mainly give the 787 the Princess of the Skies because it's my favourite aircraft type. Here is the Jetstar 321 sitting at Bravo 4. Sorry, again, the wire. So that's sitting there, and of course Bravo 5 had the 737 MAX 8 Singapore Airlines with a service from Singapore via, I think it is either Darwin or Cairns in Australia. A very, very nice mould. We'll be having another MAX 8 arrive very soon. May well be featuring on or in an airport. Well, it will be featuring an airport update eventually, but featuring it in an unboxing first. That would be quite cool to see. What do you call the A330? That's my question to you, mate. Righty-o, let's go ahead and put out the Charlie stands. So, Charlie 1 over here. So, no, we'll do Charlie 3 first, since it's the furthest one away. Charlie 1 had a Boeing 757 in it today, and it will be this one here. Very cool. Nice to see 757s out on the airport again. It has been quite a while since they were last out. Of course, Heckler Aurora has already I think Heckler Aurora has already featured on in a random ops video. But this aircraft here will be sold at some point after the retirement. And of course the same as the other 757 that you'll be seeing later in the stream. I think there are... I don't know if this is right or not, but I believe that Iceland Air... I don't know if it's right or not, but I think they ordered the 787. I'm not too sure about that. I know they're replacing the 757s with the 321 Neos. But I'm pretty sure. Are they replacing their 767s with 78s? I'm not too terribly sure about that. Righty-ho, so I'll put that out of the way. Charlie 2 will not be used, but Charlie 1 right here is a cargo gate, today anyway. And sitting here will be the China Airlines cargo Boeing 777. Looking quite nice indeed, so let's get her out. Off camera, of course. A very, very nice mould this. I think this was the first of the Gemini jets 777s that I acquired that had the new mould. Looking fabulous indeed. Unfortunately, I don't have any cargo GSE, but I am investing in some very soon. But that will be sitting there. Very nice. Righty-o. And then after this one, let's go down to Delta 1. Welcome, Johnny. Johnny's Aviation. Welcome along. Let me know where you are watching from, mate. You're tuning in to ASJE Aviation HQ live, episode number 9. How am I going to do this? Might have to build maybe a tower or something. I'm not too terribly sure, but here is Delta 1 just sitting here. Might have to just deal with it for a moment. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad of an angle there. So that is Delta 1, probably the most awkward gate to set up. But right, there is the aircraft that will be sitting in this gate. And this is the other Iceland Air 757. This is in the 80th years of aviation livery. As you can see, the decaling right there on the box. Very cool indeed. Watching from Adelaide. Welcome, mate. Welcome. I've got an Australian in this in the comments. Very nice. Very nice to see. I think I have a few services to Adelaide on Mine Airports network. Let me just have a look at that. What AFL team do you go for, mate? Do you go for the Crows or do you go for the or Port Adelaide? Don't know if you've ever heard a Kiwi know much about AFL, but I don't really know much about the rules or anything. I just know that it's very similar to rugby. It's like a mixture of a whole lot of sports, isn't it? It's like rugby, boxing, football, a whole lot of things. So let me know. Let me know what team you go for. In terms of services to Adelaide, I believe I do have a 321 Neo service that goes to Adelaide. Let me just have a wee look. I've got 3 services. I've got a Singapore Airlines service that with a Dreamliner. I know they operate the 350 to Adelaide, but I had to put the 787 somewhere. I've got a service that go with Qatar Airways. Swinging you back around, guys. My bad there. With the 350 1000, I don't even know if I have that model still in my collection. I'll have to try and find it. And then I've got the Airbus A350, the Emirates A350. That's about it. I don't have any narrow-body services, so I definitely need to have more Adelaide services, as of course Adelaide is the sister city to my home city of Christchurch. You don't watch AFL, but if I had to pick a team, it would be the Crows. Interesting. I think if I were to go for a team, it would probably be the Lions, to be perfectly honest. The Brisbane Lions. But that's probably because I have family over in Queensland, So this part of the airport just here is for any cargo aircraft that can't sit at Charlie 1 where the 777 is, for the likes of the 747-8 because of the fuselage length, or in the future the A350 can definitely sit there, but if, for example, the 350-1000 starts to be a freighter aircraft, then they won't be able to sit there or have to sit in this part here. This part can also be used for maintenance. It can fit up to three A321s this way, and this way. I haven't done that before, but something to look into. But the aircraft that will be sitting here will be the C5M Super Galaxy. Let me get the aircraft into the shot. Just there. Very nice to have the C5M back out onto the airport. Definitely one of my favourite aircraft. It would have to be my favourite military aircraft for sure. Haven't seen a Super Galaxy before in person, but I have seen the I think it was either a C5A or a C5B back in 2006, I believe it was. So very nice. Back when they had the very, very, very loud engines. But of course, these days the C5M has the CF6s on it. Just trying to get it out of the cradle here. But here is the C5M that will be featuring in the airport update for you guys. Just need to put it somewhere. Let me just. I think there is about good for me. As of course, we will have aircraft going here, and of course the wing will be swinging around. Don't want to get too close to the nose there, as of course that will create a collision that we see these days at airports. I don't know how ground collisions can happen on an airport. Wouldn't you think that there's wing walkers or something? I don't know. So now we are going to figure out the taxiways. And we've got 4 aircraft left to... Actually, we've got 5 aircraft to put out. I don't know how this is going to work. We've got 5 aircraft here. So we're going to... What I'm going to do, just trying to figure this out, guys, is I'm going to go down here. I don't know how this is... how am I going to do this? Might have to change the footprint of my tripod, because the taxiway is literally right here. Something like that. Not too sure what you can see, guys. But here's the taxiway here anyway. Just trying to set up the angle for you guys. So the aircraft that will be sitting down to this end of the taxiway will be the Singapore Airlines 747-400, one of my classic aircraft. A very, very nice model. As you can see, the cradle is yellowing now. Can't remember when this was released. I think it was like 2014 or something. So, quite an old model. I wanted to get it because Singapore Airlines is my favourite airline. So, it was a definite buy for me. And I think this was the last one to be retired as well. This one being Sierra Papa Quebec, featured in my HM live stream. That was in March. Go ahead and check out them if you haven't done so yet. But here is this absolutely gorgeous model. Going to just put her here or something. Haven't done a model review of this one yet. But this, of course, is released by Phoenix. The reason why I'm saying Phoenix is because of the shape of the nose. As you can see, the shape of the nose isn't too bad on this mould. Nowadays, the Phoenix mould for the 747, especially the everything other than a Dash 8, they aren't too good. Let me just say that. So the older mould of the 747 was rather good. So got 4 more aircraft to put out. I can't remember what the last aircraft that I chose was, but if I don't have enough room for them all, that will be the aircraft that I will leave out, and that of course will be eligible for the next one. So I'll just figure that out afterwards. Radio, so moving down, I believe the next one sitting here, or along here, I believe was the Air New Zealand 787-9 by NG Models. This of course being the black white livery. As you can see, looking fabulous indeed. Gorgeous Kiwi 787. Not my favourite 787 in terms of livery, but it's my favourite 787 in terms of variant. Of course, Air New Zealand were the launch customer of the Dash 9 Dreamliner, which is the reason why I like them. Well, one of the reasons why I like the 787 in general and the Dash 9, but of course my favourite 787 in terms of livery would have to be the Black Fern livery. Their first ever 787 to be delivered. Very nice indeed. I'm just going to put her there. Just making sure that the aircraft is straight on the taxi line and making sure that there is enough of a clearance in between the two Boeings. Very nice indeed. I don't think I'll have enough room for the next, or the next 3. So I think I can't remember what the last one I chose was, but that one I think will be left out of this airport update. We'll put that there. So the next one is the, going down here, I think it will be the last one. I might have to, we'll just put the 747 a little bit further back, and the 787 further back as well. So the next one sitting here right in front of you guys will be the Kuwait Airways Airbus A330neo. This is the 800 Neo. I can confirm to everyone now that I have recently pre-ordered the Uganda Airlines A330 800 Neo released by NG Models. Of course, that is the first ever Uganda Airlines 1-to-400 scaled aircraft, I believe. So that will be fantastic to have in my collection. I cannot wait to see it. Will be doing a model review of it. And there will be an unboxing coming as well, so that will be pretty cool to see. Here is the Q8. This is the Phoenix mold. I did have the Air Greenland Phoenix mold, but now I have the Air Greenland JC Wings mold. That will soon be featured in a live stream and an airport update. So just putting it there, just making sure that it's sitting straight on the taxi lines. This is taxiway Echo that we're looking at. This is Echo, that is Alpha up there, that is I think that's Papa or Kilo, and over here is the alternate. So, and sitting here is the turn-on point for runway 10, and the aircraft that will be sitting there, and the last aircraft featured on today's live stream will be the Etihad Airways 787-9, wearing the ADNOC Choose the USA livery, because they did used to have quite an array of these liveries. I believe they had Singapore, they had Thailand, they had China, they had Saudi Arabia. Can't quite remember anyone else. Of course, they had the USA livery. Of course, you'll see that the USA livery has the Statue of Liberty on it, and the Golden Gate Bridge, and some other buildings, I believe, that are in Manhattan. So here is the livery, looking quite nice. I wanted to get at least one of them, and of course I had to go for the USA liveries. Of course, it is. I think I have more of a connection to the USA than anything else. And no, I wouldn't say connection. I would just have a liking. So since the wing clearance between the 787 and the C5M is a little bit too close for my liking, I will go ahead and put the C5 a little bit further back. And make sure that it's straight. Yep, it is looking cool indeed. We'll just close up these boxes. And here is the display of the aircraft. Looking rather sweet indeed. How many 787s are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 787s. It's probably the least amount of 787s I've had out on the airport for a while. We've got 2 A350s. Of course, Philippine Airlines there. And then we've got China Airlines there. 4 quad jets. Of course, we've got the Airbus A380. We've got the 747, and then we've got the C5 Galaxy over here. Very cool. I will just put out some of the GSE. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the GSE, but here we have some narrow bodies. Let's just focus on these two down here, because these two are, both of them are going to get some GSE, that is for sure. Jetstar A321neo and the Singapore Airlines MAX 8. I do believe a narrow body aircraft gets one catering truck each. So just going to do this really quickly, guys. So these catering trucks from Fantasy Wings, I will be putting a link in the description after the publication of the stream. These are pretty cool, nifty little things. For a wide body, you just simply extend it like this. Very cool. But of course, for a narrow body, they don't need to do that. Just like that. That's pretty gnarly indeed. Let's do a wide body, and then I might just call it for the stream. For the wide body, I believe a wide body has 3 catering trucks. Let's do the A380. So bringing you guys down here to the A380. Have to be rather careful here because I do have a 787 literally underneath the tripod. So here is the Singapore Airlines A380 by Phoenix Models. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put some catering trucks here. Usually they have a catering truck up to this gate, up to this door here, but of course since these catering trucks don't reach right up to there, I'm going to leave that one out. But I am going to do the R Romeo door. Sorry, the Romeo 1 door. So, and just putting that like this, might have to be a little bit higher. Like this. Sorry guys for the... something like that. Not too bad, not too bad. And of course now we're going to be doing the rear door just here. We'll have to choose one of these aircraft to be taxiing into the gate. So it might have to be the 787 that is literally underneath the tripod as we speak. Now that I'm putting catering trucks onto the Singapore Airlines aircraft. Here we go, not too bad indeed. And then literally on the other side of the aircraft at the Lima 5 door. Is it the Lima 5 door? No, in terms of the 380, we'd be looking at the Lima 8 door, since there's 8 doors on each side of the 380. So that's what we see. Not too bad indeed. Now what I'll do is I'll put out some of the buses. I've only got 4 buses as terms of GSC guys. So here is the part of the GSC. Here are my 4 buses. I'll have to have a look in terms of what aircraft are departing and what aircraft are going out. So there might be some pushbacks. There might be some different layouts in the actual airport update itself. But this is the majority of what you see on the airport is what you'll see in the airport update itself. So I'm going to just put a bus, and put one just here. So I think this 787 will be taxiing in like that. Might have to put not a catering truck. I keep saying catering trucks. My bad, guys. Might have to put a pushback tug out on one of these Bravo stands. I might have to put one here for the ATR. And usually Alpha 1 is a gate for a pushback. So I'll put, but now I will just put this catering truck at the A321neo here. Of course we don't need a catering truck for the ATRs, of course they're too small. But I will finish putting up the They're catering trucks for every other aircraft. Buses. I'll put one here. And no doubt there are some aircraft that will be arriving at the Alpha stands. So let's go over here. Put one here. And I'll put one further down the airport on the other side of the road. Like that. I'll have to have a look and see if there's any inaugural flights. Because I would like to utilise the wee fire trucks that I have for the first time. These little guys, not too bad. There might be an inauguration. Not too sure what aircraft. I'll have to have a think about that, so I'll put it just here, just for now. I think that's mainly it, guys. For today's live stream, guys. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button below, as of course that would be an indicator of how much you've enjoyed the stream today and what you've seen. Comment below what you have enjoyed, what model you like seeing the most. Would you get Swiss A330 via Perth to your airport? I do have one. I do have a Swiss A330. I have that aircraft going between, I believe, Zurich and Mumbai, because I do know that's a route already. But we have to see about that. Might have to get another one. Might have to get another Swiss 330. But yeah, go ahead and put a thumbs up below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Ding that bell icon to come along to the next live stream that I'll be doing soon. Not too sure when that will be, but do stay tuned for that. Stay tuned via the community tab. That's mainly where I update everyone in terms of my whereabouts on this channel. And of course, go ahead and tune into my Instagram page via the links in the description below. Of course, is where you'll be updated in terms of everything that I do on YouTube and Patreon and my website, etc. But anyway, all of the links to my social channels are in the description below. Let's give you guys some nice views of the Alpha stands, looking rather nice indeed, especially with that green liner next to the Singapore Airlines A380. 757 looking fabulous as well. And of course, how can I not forget the 747 looking fabulous. Dreamliners, very cool indeed. So that will do it for today's stream, guys, and of course the conclusion of the 9th episode for ASJE Aviation HQ Live. Do come along to the 10th episode that will be coming out very soon, as of course, as I mentioned, to go ahead and stay tuned via subscribing and dinging that bell icon, and going ahead to check out my Instagram page as well. Yeah, thank you very much for coming along, guys. The airport updates will be coming live very, very soon, in the next couple of weeks, I guess. But of course, until then, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I should say, before I go, I know that was a very messed up ending there. For the publication of this video, there will be an end screen for you guys. On the left hand side will be there will be some options, I should say. On the left hand side will be the most recent video on the channel. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of live stream episodes on this channel. In the middle will be where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, signing off for now. Fly safe, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one.